A basement on Mulberry Street in Little Italy. 2 floors below a restaurant that closed an hour ago. The kind of place you don't find unless someone tells you where to look. No sign, no address. Just a green door next to a dumpster in an alley. Knock 3 times. Wait. Someone looks through the peephole. If they recognize you, the door opens. Inside, concrete floor, low ceiling, exposed pipes, single ping-pong table under fluorescent lights that flicker every few minutes. Folding chairs against the walls, 20 men watching, smoking, drinking, money changing hands. This isn't recreation. This is business. Marty Reisman stands at one end of the table, 43 years old, still lean, still quick, hair starting to thin. Needs reading glasses now but doesn't wear them. Vanity, pride, same thing. He's wearing dark slacks, white shirt, sleeves rolled up, no jacket, left it upstairs. The basement is hot, body heat, cigarette smoke, no ventilation. Sweat runs down his back. His paddle is in his right hand. Same one he's used for 17 years. Sandpaper worn smooth in the center. Handle dark from years of grip. Comfortable, familiar. Extension of his arm. Across from him, Tommy Benedetto, 31 years old, younger, stronger, hungry. He's been hustling the circuit for 5 years. Good player, not great. But tonight he's playing well, confident, loose. This is the 3rd match, best of 5 games. Score is tied. 1 game each. Marty won the first. Tommy won the second. This game decides momentum. The money on the table is serious, $3,000. Not Marty's money, not Tommy's either. The money belongs to the men watching, the men who bet on every point, every game, every match. These men don't care about ping pong. They care about winning, about proving they know something other people don't. Marty is up 7-4. First to 11 wins the game. He's serving, should be routine, should be comfortable. He's been in this position 10,000 times. He tosses the ball, serves. Tommy returns. They rally. 4 strokes, 5. Marty sees an opening, steps in for a forehand smash, plants his right foot, rotates his shoulder. Full power, complete commitment. The ball connects perfectly. Rockets past Tommy, untouchable. But something else happens. In Marty's right shoulder, deep in the rotator cuff, something tears. Not a small tear, not a strain. A complete rupture. 43 years of overhead serves. 43 years of violent rotation. 43 years of asking the shoulder to do things it wasn't designed to do. The body keeps score. Always, and tonight, the bill comes due. Marty feels it immediately. White-hot pain, like someone jabbed a knife into his shoulder and twisted. His arm goes dead. The paddle drops from his hand, clatters on the table. His knees buckle. He catches himself on the edge of the table, right hand gripping the surface. Left hand goes to his shoulder. The pain is unlike anything he's felt. Sharp, burning, radiating down his arm, up his neck, across his chest. The room goes quiet. 20 men stop talking, stop smoking, just watch. Tommy sees Marty doubled over. "You okay?" Marty tries to speak. Can't. Just shakes his head. One of the men watching, Vincent, comes over. Vincent runs these games, collects the house cut, makes sure nobody cheats, makes sure the money moves smoothly. He's seen injuries before. Knows what real pain looks like. "Can you move your arm?" Vincent asks. Marty tries, lifts his right arm 6 inches. The pain explodes. He gasps, stops. "Hospital," Vincent says. Not a question, a statement. Marty wants to argue, wants to finish the match. $3,000 on the table, his reputation. But he can't lift his arm, can't hold the paddle, can't play. "Match is postponed," Vincent announces to the room. "Money stays in escrow. We reschedule when Marty's ready." Some men grumble. They came for a result. They bet on an outcome. But Vincent's word is final. Nobody argues with Vincent. 2 men help Marty up the stairs. Each step is agony. His shoulder throbs, swelling already starting. By the time they reach street level, his entire right side feels like it's on fire. They put him in a cab. Tell the driver St. Vincent's Hospital, emergency room. The ER is busy. Friday night in New York. knife wounds, overdoses, car accidents. A man with a torn shoulder from playing ping pong is low priority. Marty sits in a plastic chair for 2 hours. Can't get comfortable. Can't find a position that doesn't hurt. His arm hangs useless. Every movement sends fresh waves of pain. Finally, a doctor sees him, young, tired, end of a long shift, takes one look at Marty's shoulder, asks him to move it. Marty can't. The doctor orders X-rays. The X-ray tech is gentler than the doctor, positions Marty's arm carefully. Still hurts, still makes Marty sweat and grit his teeth, but she gets the images. An hour later, the doctor returns with the films, clips them to a light board, points. See this? The doctor indicates a space where something should connect but doesn't. That's your rotator cuff, or what's left of it. You've got a complete tear. 3 of the 4 tendons are ruptured. Can you fix it? Surgery maybe, but at your age, with this much damage, the results aren't guaranteed. Even with surgery, you're looking at 6 months minimum recovery, maybe longer, and you'll never have full range of motion again, never have full strength. But I can use it. The doctor hesitates. For normal activities, yes, eventually. Picking things up, driving, daily tasks. But anything athletic, anything that requires overhead motion, explosive rotation, that's probably done. Probably? Almost certainly. I'm sorry. Whatever you were doing that caused this, you can't do it anymore. Marty sits in silence. Processing. The doctor's telling him his career's over. 43 years old. Been playing ping pong since he was 6. It's not just what he does, it's who he is. What if I don't get surgery? The pain will decrease over time. Scar tissue will form. Your shoulder will be weak, unstable. You'll have maybe 30% normal function. You'll adapt. Learn to favor your left arm, but your right arm, as an athletic tool, is finished. The doctor writes a prescription, pain medication, anti-inflammatories. Hands it to Marty. Rest, ice, keep it immobilized. Come back in 2 weeks. We'll discuss surgical options. Marty takes the prescription, doesn't fill it, goes home. His apartment is in the East Village, 4th floor walk-up, no elevator. Each step up is torture. He makes it to his door, unlocks it with his left hand, goes inside, sits on his couch in the dark. His right arm throbs, swollen, useless. He tries to lift it, can't, tries to rotate it. The pain makes his vision blur. He sits there for 3 hours, not moving, not thinking, just sitting, processing the end of everything he knows. Over the next week, the pain becomes constant. A dull ache that never stops, spikes of sharp pain when he moves wrong. He learns to sleep on his left side, learns to do everything left-handed, brushing teeth, eating, dressing. Simple tasks become challenges. Friends call, ask about the match, ask when he's playing again. He tells them he's injured, tells them he's recovering. Doesn't tell them what the doctor said, doesn't tell them it's over. 2 weeks pass. He goes back to the hospital. Different doctor this time, older, more experience, same diagnosis. Surgery could help, the doctor says. But I'll be honest. At your age, with this level of damage, you're looking at 12 to 18 months recovery. And you'll never be 100%, maybe 60%, maybe 70% if you're lucky and work hard in physical therapy. What about playing ping pong? The doctor looks at him, not unkindly, just realistic. Competitively? No. Recreationally, maybe, with significant limitations. You won't have the power you had, the speed, the endurance. Your shoulder simply can't handle that stress anymore. Marty schedules the surgery, then cancels it, schedules it again, cancels again. He can't decide. Surgery means admitting it's over, means accepting the end. Not having surgery means living with pain and limitation. Either choice feels like surrender. 6 weeks after the injury, Vincent calls. How's the shoulder? Getting better, Marty lies. Good. Because Tommy's been asking about the match. People want resolution. Money's been sitting too long. I'm not ready. When? I don't know. Vincent is quiet. Then, Marty, I've known you 15 years. You're one of the best. But if you can't play, tell me. We settle the bets. Move on. No shame in it. Injuries happen. Give me 3 months. 3 months is a long time. I need it, Vincent sighs. 3 months. Then we need an answer. Marty hangs up, stares at his right hand, tries to make a fist, can barely close his fingers. The shoulder won't let him generate the squeeze. That night, he makes a decision. No surgery. He'll rehabilitate it himself. Physical therapy, exercises, work through the pain, get back to playing shape, prove the doctors wrong. He starts the next morning. Simple movements, arm circles, tiny rotations. The pain is immediate and intense. He pushes through. 5 minutes, 10. His shoulder screams. He stops, rests, tries again. Every day, same routine. Push the shoulder, increase the range, strengthen the muscles around the tear, force the body to adapt, to compensate, to find a new way to function. Progress is slow. Agonizingly slow. After 2 weeks, he can lift his arm to shoulder height. After 4 weeks, above his head. But there's no power, no snap. When he tries to swing, the shoulder won't cooperate, won't generate force, won't do what his brain tells it to do. 2 months after the injury, he picks up his paddle for the first time, stands at a table, tries to serve. His right arm barely moves. The paddle feels like it weighs 50 pounds. The ball dribbles off the edge. Pathetic. He tries again, and again, and again. Each serve slightly better. Still terrible. Still nowhere near what he used to do, but incrementally improving. After an hour, his shoulder is on fire, swollen, throbbing. He goes home, ices it, lies on his couch, stares at the ceiling, knows he's not ready, knows he might never be ready. But he keeps trying. 3 months after the injury, Vincent calls again. Time's up. You playing or not? Marty's shoulder is better. Not good. Better. He can serve. Sort of. He can rally for short periods. He has maybe 40% of his old power. Maybe less. I'll play, Marty says. You sure? I'll play. Vincent sets the match. Same basement, same table. 2 weeks from now, Saturday night. Gives Marty time to prepare. Marty trains every day, multiple sessions, morning and evening, pushing his shoulder past its limits, forcing adaptation. The pain never stops, never gets better, just becomes familiar, becomes background noise. The night of the match arrives. Marty walks down the alley, green door, 3 knocks. The same men are there, smoking, drinking, money ready. They look at him different now, not with respect, with curiosity, with doubt. The injured player trying to come back. Tommy is already there, warmed up, loose, confident. 3 months of training while Marty recovered. 3 months of getting better while Marty got worse. They shake hands. Tommy's grip is firm. Marty's is weak. Everyone notices. The match starts. Marty serves first. His serve is slow, looping, nothing like it used to be. Tommy returns easily. They rally. Marty's forehand has no power. His backhand is all he has. He tries to place balls, use spin, compensate with technique for what he lost in strength. Tommy wins the first game easily. 11-3. Second game, Marty adjusts, stops trying to hit hard, focuses on consistency, placement, making Tommy work, making Tommy earn points. He loses again. 11-7. Closer, but still losing. Third game, Marty's shoulder is screaming. The pain is constant, sharp. His arm feels like dead weight, but he keeps playing, keeps fighting, keeps refusing to quit. He loses 11-9. Match over. Tommy wins. 3-0. The men settle their bets, count money, move on to the next match. To them, it's just another game, another result. But Marty stands at the table. Paddle in his left hand now, right arm hanging. Useless. He played, he competed, he lost, but he played. Vincent comes over, puts a hand on Marty's good shoulder. You showed up, Vincent says quietly. That matters. I lost. You played. 3 months ago, doctors said you'd never play again. Tonight, you played 3 games against a good opponent. You lost. So what? You played. That's what matters. Marty looks at his paddle. 17 years old, worn smooth. Still works. Maybe not like it used to, but it still works. His shoulder will never be the same. The doctors were right about that. He'll never have the power he had, never have the speed, never have the endurance. But he can play. Maybe not at the level he used to, maybe not competitively, maybe not for money, but he can hold a paddle, can hit a ball, can stand at a table and do the thing he's done his entire life. 6 months after the injury, Marty plays in a recreational tournament. Nothing serious, no money, just players who love the game. He loses in the second round. Doesn't matter. He's playing. His shoulder hurts every day, will hurt for the rest of his life. Constant reminder of limits, of mortality, of the price the body demands. But some mornings, when the pain isn't too bad, when the weather's right, when everything aligns, he can play for an hour and feel almost like himself, almost like the player he used to be. Not the same, never the same, but enough. Because the alternative was nothing, was sitting on a couch, was accepting the end. And Marty Reisman doesn't accept the end. Not as long as he can hold a paddle, not as long as he can stand at a table, not as long as there's one more game to play. The shoulder will never heal. The doctors were right about that too. But healing and playing are two different things. You don't need to heal to keep playing. You just need to be stubborn enough to stand up when your body says, stay down. Marty Reisman is stubborn enough, always has been, always will be.